Hey friends, I am back, and in this video I'm going to share our thrift haul from the bins as well as our daily numbers and what sold today, so stay tuned.
Where the deals just shine. Boss ladies on the grind every single time. From victims to new, they got the fashion view. Step into their world, you feel brand new. Got Gucci, got Prada, got everything you crave. Their passion for fashion is what they bravely gave. Brazil getting strong and the ladies in command. 3 queens Brazil taking over the land.
Welcome in, friends. If you are new here, thanks for joining. I am Stephanie with 3 Queens Resale. I am a full-time reseller who decided to totally reset her eBay business, her reselling business, almost 3 weeks ago. So since then, I decided to kind of do these daily videos to check in with you, to give you some insight into what it's like to be a full-time reseller, and B, to hold myself accountable, to stick with it, follow through, and not fall back into my old ways. So one of the focuses of our resale business is to be consistent. In our reboot is to be consistent in everything we do, and that includes sourcing items with a good sell-through rate. So today I have a bins haul of items that I sourced to resell on eBay, Poshmark, Mecari, and Depop. All items do get placed on all the platforms using List Perfectly. So if you're not familiar, List Perfectly is a cross-listing software, and you can try it, I think, for free a few days. I don't know. I need to learn the details. But if you're interested, there is a code linked down below. And I do a video, I have a video linked above about how I use List Perfectly in our reselling business. So I am going to get into the haul. If you want to skip to my daily numbers or the what sold today, there are time stamps at the bottom. So do what you do, friends. Okay, so while I'm doing this story time, I was at the bins, and since I look up comps on every single thing, I look up the sell-through rate as well as the comps on every single item and kind of make a decision from there. So what I do is I just grab things for 2 rotations. If I think it might be useful, I throw it in the basket. So after 2 rotations, I had 2 baskets of stuff. Normally, like 3/4 of it gets thrown back because it doesn't have a good sell-through rate. So this is like hard work. So I have gotten all this stuff. I spend a whole rotation, a whole hour of looking up each of these items, throwing things back, and then they make an announcement. I'm literally got everything folded, rolling up to the cash register, have thrown all my do not wants back. I'm rolling up to the cash register, and they're like, we're not taking credit cards today. Our credit card machine situation's down, only cash. So this is where building relationships comes in handy, because I talked to the cash register. I was like, look, I'm here like every other day. I don't have cash. I pay with our business card. And she was like, no problem. Just hold your cart right here. I will watch your cart. Like, she watched my cart for me. So I ran across the street to the Chase and got some cash out and came back and paid. But for a second, I was like, I've done all this work for 3.5 hours, and now I'm gonna have to throw everything back because they're not taking cards today. But my girl had me. Thanks, Annabelle, if you are watching. Thanks for having me. So first up, I did spend a rotation and the shoes. And these are the only survivors. So these are, what brand are these? I don't think they are a brand. I think they're like Rampage. But Western is trending. So that is why I picked these up. And so I thought these cute they're a lower heel, like that traditional, like pointed toe. And so I thought, okay, since Western is trending, we'll go ahead and get those. I'm expecting to get about 25 for these. And then these, I think, oh no, these were the Rampage ones. I don't know what brand those are. They're the Gaucho. I mean, it's a man-made upper. They're not leather, so I'll have to do some more investigation. Same situation, since these are trending, Rampage is not, they're not leather or anything, but, you know, people aren't probably going to want to spend a lot for, like, you know, Western boots just to wear a couple of times. So I picked these up. They were in good pre-owned condition. Neither pair required that much cleanup. Same thing, about 25 for those. So next up, I decided while I was doing this that if things were new with tag and they were a mall brand, I would pick them up as well, because if nothing else, I can take those to the buy sell trade. But this is a loft mini skirt, which my college daughter told me that mini skirts are in, so that's good. And this stuff has not been washed, so we'll get this washed and start getting it listed. This is Old Navy. It's just a V-neck t-shirt. It's got this flamingo print. It's for me because I know you guys get sick of me wearing the same shirts in my videos. Actually, oh, I have more shoes. I have more shoes, friends. Sorry, I forgot. I put these clothes on top. I picked up this little hat, trucker hat. It is the brand Live Natural. I'm going to see if my younger daughter wants it. And if she doesn't, I will get it listed. I'm not expecting more than like $10, $15 for it. But I thought it looked like something she would like. So Crocs. These are size 8. And like I said, we're really focusing on easy cleanup. Should get about 20 for those. Then these Dolce Vita booties, we should be able to get about 25 to 30 for these. These are a larger size, I believe either a 10 or 11. And I thought these kind of fit like the Western aesthetic too. And with them being a small or a larger size and a lighter color, that might make them more attractive to people. These men's Tevas, they do need a little work, but I feel like based on the comps and the sell-through rate, I should be able to get between 30 to 40 for these. And these are men's outdoor sandals, so we'll work on those. Okay, so I've never found these before, but these are Crocs, like water shoes. This is a women's size 11, so just like one of those shoes that you could wear in the water or like on a hiking trail. So I thought, unique item. I only saw one sold in this size, and it was like for 40. So we'll see. Definitely a seasonal pair. I just found a flaw. Okay, I'm going to throw these out. But these, I didn't catch this. But these New Balance, I don't know, because it was really tacked and they're good. But these are New Balance, and I did look up these 608s, and they should get about 30, but I'm going to redonate these. I know some people would glue that back, but I don't want to do that. And then next up were these Sperry ring boots, deck boots. These should go between, and the comps are skewed because these are not the season, but they should go for between 25 and 35. And last but not least, these are definitely skewed, but whenever I find a decent pair of Uggs, I gotta pick them up. So these are Uggs. Ugg does not command what it did when we first started 5 years ago, but after a little bit of scrubbing with my little Ugg kit, that these should look brand new, and hopefully I can get about 60 for those. So that is all the shoes. Okay, now the clothes. So we cannot, it's not a good day if we don't find Lululemon. So this is Lululemon tank. We should get about 20 for this. This is a larger size. It does not have any markings, a pull tag, or a size dot, which I really hate that for Lululemon. Like, I understand they have the pull tag, but they could print it on the garment. It's like they want to make it hard. But a Google Lens will help me, and I'll put measurements in. I'll try it on. I'm like a 12 in Lululemon, so this is a larger size. I think it might be a 10 because it looks like it might be a little smaller for me. This is We the Free. I don't pass up Lululemon, and I don't pass up Free People. And this is like I felt like it was a larger size, but maybe not. Well, I'm going to have to measure. But I feel like this is like a large, or at least, because I could easily fit this. So the larger with We the Free People, and Throw brands, the better. I usually find extra smalls. Next up, this one is John Mayer, size 16. This had very few listed. This is one of my take a chance on items. I don't think any were available, but the sold comps looked decent. So pick that up. This one, the sold comps, there weren't very many available, like one or two. And this one is a swim dress, and the brand is Fit For You. And this is a size 16 tiered swim dress, so I guess that is their thing. So maybe $20. And then we have this Aerie sweatshirt, size large. The comps on this were $20 as well. I typically send Aerie to the buy, sell, trade store, but it's a little soon for sweatshirts. So I'm going to get it listed. And then if I decide to pull it later, I can. Next up, this one is, okay. This one, the comps were like, in the hundreds. And here's the brand, Cricketeer. But it is just a wool coat. We'll have to have dry cleaned, but I'm hoping that I can get like between 70 and 100 for that one. This is a Gap denim jacket. It is a size extra large, which is my size, and this is a more relaxed fit. The denim jacket I have is like fitted and kind of cropped, so I may keep this. I may sell it. I didn't look up comps because in my head I was keeping it for myself. Okay, so this is something I've never seen. This is Chico's the Traveler's line. But friend, she a jumpsuit. And so this is a large jumpsuit in the Traveler's material. Please don't have a flaw. Oh no, that's not a flaw. I'll have to fix that. Like great stretch, wrinkle resistant. So the sell-through rate was excellent on that, and the comps look to be somewhere between 30 and 40. Next up was this London Fog women's raincoat. And it's 3/4 length, hopefully between that $20 and $30 range. And this is another unique Chico's piece. It is a Chico's weekend, like teddy, like fluffy velour situation. In that $20 to like $27 range. 30 is pushing it. I see a lot of Chico's like priced really high. Now this is really heavy, and I'm taking a chance on it. So this is Zara men's, but I saw some of these go for over 100. And it is a leather jacket. It is fleece lined. This one is a men's 2X, so nice and big. So I'll use my leather cleaner and shine it up a little bit, but hopefully that is a winner. These are Athleta fleece line leggings. I forgot the exact brand. I did look them up, but the fleece line ones seem to do really good, and they have zipper pockets. So I feel like it's the Run something. This is Chico's knit top. Like I said, the larger sizes are better in Chico's, JGL, Talbot's. Hopefully that could go from between 18 to 25. And this one is a Talbot's. The comps looked a little higher on this one. Maybe in that this is a size large. Talbot's cardigan, 3/4 length sleeve. Comps, I think we're in that more in line with the $20 to $30 range. And I picked this one up as well. It's soft surroundings. It is missing a size tag. I feel like I can fit this, and if I can, I might keep it. But if not, the comps, same thing. It's a larger size, I know, just from looking at it, in that $20 to $30 range. And this one is Lane Bryant. It's a size 22 sweater. And this one is in that $18 to $25 range. Okay, this is We the Free. And it is this fun zipper detail dolman sleeve, like sweatshirt studded situation. So 25 to 35. I actually think that Free People is one of those brands, like the sell-through rate is good, especially when you can get it down to the actual item. But I feel like the comps are high, like for some of the pieces, especially on We the Free as opposed to Free People. Even though they're part of the same brand, I feel like We the Free goes for less. This Jane and Delancey also goes well in larger sizes. This one is a size large, just like a long sleeve burnout. I'm expecting like that 15 to 20 range. Couple of more. Okay, so this is Savage X Fenty, which is Rihanna's brand. And this is a little mohair cropped cardigan. And it is a size 2X. I didn't see any solds, any listed. And there's very few items that are not underwear, like bras, listed for this brand. So I figure this is a new brand to the resale market. So that's why I decided to go ahead and give this a try. I'm going to price it a little higher, maybe in that $30 range. But I'll do a little bit more research before I list it. And then finally, the final item of the day. This is an Anthropologie brand, Judith March. And it is these flare leg linen blend pants with this high waist, fold over waist. So I thought these were perfect for the season. And I'm looking to get between 20 and 30 for those. So that is today's quick haul. Next, we're going to move on to the numbers, and then we'll wrap it up with what sold today. Okay, I had to pull them up on my screen. So active eBay listings, I do not have the data for because I did not check it on Sunday. But as we are listing, our listing number is not going up the way I thought it would. We are listing less. We are, our daily goal is 15, where it was 30 the first week I started, because we're going back and dealing with some of the repricing things, re-editing things. So we're not listing as much as we will list in the future. The plan is to get back up to 30 a day. So actively listing is kind of stagnant. Number of eBay sold is 3 for $113.37. I had listed 20 items and I sourced 0 on Sunday. After profit or other profit We had 5 items sell on other platforms like Poshmark, Mecari, and Depop, and I'll share those just a moment in the what sold. But we sold 5 items for $51.99, bringing our total for Sunday to $165.36. Now, if I look at what our goals are, that kind of keep me on track for the day, or well, for the week. The goal is 105. I've listed 20, so I have 85 more to go. Our weekly sourcing is 0, so I have 105 to go. The goal is 105, and I didn't do any yesterday. Our weekly goal for payout is 1,000, and I made I didn't break this out. Let me go back and look. I made 165, so we have about, what is that? 940 to go. And our average sale price is 20. That goal is 20. We sold $20, or what it was for yesterday was $20.67. So I still want it to be 20, even though we have a lot of inventory with a low sell-through rate that we're going to be trying to move out. But I really feel like as I bring in new inventory with that 20 to 30 sell-through rate, we'll be able to kind of balance that out. That will be my mission throughout the next coming months. And our cost of goods is $8. Still primarily the Goodwill outlet is where I source, so we have a lot of inventory from there, and so the cost of goods are very affordable, which is great for my reselling business. So those are our Sunday totals. I'm going to share with you what sold on Sunday, May 5th, which was my brother-in-law's birthday and Cinco de Mayo. So happy birthday, Brandon. So next, I'm gonna start, actually they're all mixed, so we'll just roll. First up, we had this cabbie sleeveless jogger jumpsuit, blue, size large. It sold on Poshmark for $20. After the $4 in fees, I was left with 16. Next up, on Poshmark, we had, actually, that cabbie jumpsuit had been listed since April 15th. So it is a money item because it sold in less than 30 days. Next was this 7 for all mankind slim bootcut size 25 jeans. Size 25 jeans are for extremely skinny people. I have a 11-year-old, and I think she wears 25s. And she is tiny. I think it's like either a 0. I think it's a 0. Actually, she's a 24 then, because she's a 00 in women's. But I have these since November 23rd of 2022. So back when it was COVIDing out, I got these. So I took an offer of $8. I had closet cleared them out, and the price had just dropped and dropped and dropped. And so I took an offer for $8. After the $2.95 in fees, I was left with $5.05. Next up, this hem and thread mixed print dress. It's like a boho style, long sleeve. It's rayon, so super cute for I could see pairing it with some cowboy boots. It could be boho or western, depending on how you styled it. But it had been listed since August 17th of 2023. And it sold on eBay. The order total was $36.14. The sales tax that the buyer paid was $3.14. The transaction fee that I paid was $4.86. The shipping label the buyer pays for, but it isn't in the order total, and I do pay commission on it. It's weird, I know. It seems kind of sneaky of eBay, but it is what it is. That was $6.33. And then my earnings were $21.81. Next up was this Kaika Vargas for Target midi dress. So whenever you run across a collab with Target, definitely look it up because some of those things are really big on the resale market. I have a Love Shack fancy dress that I sourced last week at the bins that we are in the process. It should be listed sometime this week. I think it was in a haul video. Maybe I didn't do I don't think I did a video on that haul. But yes, so look those up because a lot of times they can be quick flips. This sold on Depop. The order total was $25. The transaction fee was $161. The Depop fee is $250. I still don't know why there's two fees. It seems like the Depop fee and the transaction fee should be the same thing. I need to make a note to research that. And then my earnings were $20.89. That one gets a double gold star because it sold for $20 or more and it sold for in under 30 days. Next up was this Ann Taylor Loft long sleeve chambray. It sold on Poshmark for $13 after the $2.95 in fees. I was left with $10.05. And that had been listed since January 10th. Oh, it's storming. Can you hear that? We have big storms coming through. Next up on on Poshmark, we sold these Topshop leather sandals, black, size 8. Topshop is like one of those trendier, like I put Topshop and Zara in like the same category. There could be some bangers, but you also could like get pieces that sit forever. So get the more statement pieces if you're shopping at Topshop. But I picked these sandals back up in February. They've been listed since February 16th. I knew that block chunky style sandal would be popular with somebody. I actually like that type of sandal with like a little bit of chunk and platform because I hate to be flat to the ground. I'm 5'4" for reference. So, and then I don't know. I just like a chunkier sandal. But they sold for $24. After the $4.80 in fees, I was left with $19.20. Then back to eBay, we had these Eileen Fisher straight leg linen pants gray, size small sell. These have been listed since January 10th of 2024. And they were bins pickup. Eileen Fisher is way overlooked in my bins. And, you know, it's super duper expensive. They're classic, well-made pieces with great materials. So if you see Eileen Fisher, I would definitely snatch it up. I consider it bread and butter for my reseller business. The order total was $37.47. The buyer paid $2.47 in sales tax. The transaction fee was $5.03. The shipping label was $6.33, and my earnings were $23.64. And then the final sell of the day was this Josephine Cause midi skirt brown, size large. Definitely look up the sell-through on this brand. I have had 2 items sell within the last like 5 days from this brand. So some pieces will work better, not for a lot of money, but like this one, I'll go through the numbers. Sold for, the order total was $26.48. Sales tax paid by the buyer was $173. Transaction fee paid by me was $367. The shipping label is paid by the buyer for $515. And then the earnings were $15.93 on this one. So it's still in my 15, like when I was doing this, I wanted to be sourcing items that could flip for between $15 and $20 in under 3 months, 90 days. So it kind of like jigsaws in there a little bit, but with my new matrix and wanting to source items between 20 and 30, this brand would be I wouldn't be picking it up like this piece. I would definitely have to drill down into the actual item specifics and sell through rates for different items. Because maybe like dress pants sell better than skirts. But so it's questionable. It's on the questionable list. And so that is our Sunday numbers and what sold. We are going to pop back to Monday so we can get caught up. Okay, so we're back with Monday's numbers. So our daily active eBay listings is 1,627 items. And as far as like our reboot, I am going through and editing old listings, and so is my husband. I can like edit probably like 20 a day. He probably can do more because he has less activity since he's not listing more. But with, editing the YouTube videos, listing, resell, all the other things that I'm doing. So that project is taking a lot longer than I anticipated, but I would like it to be done by the end of May. Like that is the goal. So is to get everything re-edited by the end of May. I'm going to be traveling a lot, some in May. And so normally when I travel in my downtime, I can really kill a task like that. So our number of items sold on eBay is for $53.76. We listed 12 items, sourced 13. Other profit, so that includes Poshmark, Mecari, and Depop. We sold 4 items for $66.19 for a daily total of $120.06, bringing our weekly total to $285.42. And looking at the goals, our progress towards our goals. So weekly listings, the goal is 105. We're at 32, and there are 73 more I need to go. As far as sourcing, we're at 13. We're at 105, and I have 92 more to go. Since I've shifted my matrix to fall between that 20 and up for a sell-through rate, I feel like it's going to be harder for me to find my items this week, but I'm doing brand research. And so I'm really like honing in and focusing on that. So I'm up for the challenge. Our weekly goal is at 1,000. We have $285.42 so far, and we have $742.58 to go. Our ASP fell short for Monday at $17.15. The goal is $20. And a cost of goods, we are all in at $7. So that is our Monday numbers. And here's what sold on Monday. So we had those 7 sales. First up are these Not Your Daughter's Jeans, NYDJ straight leg linen pants, size 12. So I think what the brand changed their name. They were originally Not Your Daughter's Jeans, but they sell a lot of things that aren't jeans now. And so now it's just NYDJ. But these were a linen pant, size 12. I really probably could have gotten more for these. But they had been listed since August 3rd of 23. And I took an offer for $15. After the $3 in fees, I was left with $12. And that was on Poshmark. Next up on Poshmark was this Eloquii jumpsuit, burnt orange, size 18. It had been listed since January of 26. I took an offer for $12. After the $2.95 in fees, I was left at $9.05. And then next up were these Liverpool ankle skinny floral print jeans, size 14. These were mine from my closet clean out of my personal closet. They sold for $11. After the $2.95 in fees, I was left with $8.05. And those had been listed since April 26. So they were a green star item. Next up on Mecari, we had this Maurice's Atwood patchwork 3/4 sleeve blouse 3X. So one of the things in this rebooting my reselling business is that I've given up Whatnot. And this was a blouse that I bought for Whatnot that I was going to start with at $3 for a starting bid. And it probably at best would have gotten to like 8 or 10. But it sold on Mecari for $25, and I get all 25 because Mecari doesn't have seller fees anymore. So for those of you who are questioning my departure from Whatnot, I don't regret it. I've got more time to focus on my reselling business in general, and I'm just happier. I don't have the mental load of that as well. So no regrets. Next up on, and that had been listed since May 2nd. So that one is a double gold star because it meets our sell-through rate. Well, yeah, because it's our sell-through rate because it was only listed, friends, set for 4 days. So it was listed on the 2nd, sold on the 6th, and it sold for more than $20 at $25. Gosh, I gotta pat myself on the back. I'm so proud of me. And next up on was an eBay sale. It was this Vera Bradley satchel with the Eloise print. Friends, if you are sourcing eBay or Vera Bradley, which can be oversaturated, definitely drill it down to the prints. There are vintage prints and limited edition prints that people want, and if you can find the style of the item, that's even better, because I don't know if you know this, but I live in central Indiana, and Vera Bradley was started just north of me about 2 hours. The factory is no longer there because they sent it to China or somewhere, but the offices are, and they have like a huge outlet sale every year that people go to. I went once, not my jam. I'm not about that Vera Bradley life like that, but I guess it could be good to flip. I don't know if the stuff is that cheap to flip, but they do have it. I think they just had it actually. But anyways, order total was $29.73. The buyer paid sales tax of $1.91. Transaction fee was $4.27, and the shipping label was $7.99, making my ending total $15.59. So, and that had been listed since July of 2023. Next up was this J. Jill Love Linen top. So the J. Jill line has a love linen like subset where the pieces are either 100% linen or they have a heavy linen fabric content. So I feel like those pieces perform better than some other J. Jill pieces. So if you see the love linen ones, definitely look up comps. This had been listed since February 5th, so it is a spring summer piece. It sold, the order total was $27.49. The sales tax that the buyer paid was $204. Transaction fee that I paid $380, and the shipping label the buyer pays is $431, bringing my earnings to $17.34. Next up, the last sale of Monday were these Clark's Marion Corrine Clog Brown size 9. They had been listed since February 16th of 24. So the order total was $38.41. Sales tax $3.41. Transaction fee $5.14. The shipping label $6.91. I do promote listings. Depending on the listing, some of them are promoted at 2, some of them at 5, some of them at 10. So I can get rid of some stuff. But this is, the ad fee was $1.92. So after all the fees, I earned $21.03. And that brings us to the end of this video, friends. Thanks for hanging out with me and catching up with me. Let me know how your week is going in the comments below. And send me your questions about rebooting your resale business. And we can talk through them together, because this is a process that I'm in the midst of, and maybe you feel like you need to start a restart as well. I appreciate you guys so much, and I will see you in the next one, friends.
3 Queens Brazil, where the deals just shine. Boss ladies on the grind every single time. From victims to new, they got the fashion view. Step into their world, you feel brand new. Got Gucci, got Prada, got everything you crave. Their passion for fashion is what they bravely gave. Brazil getting strong and the ladies in command. 3 Queens Brazil, taking over the land.